Hey everybody, my name's Josh. Welcome to my channel, Malistics Designs, where I create a bunch of random stuff. The slogan of my brand is Activate Your Imagination, and that's exactly what I love to do. I like to take ideas and manifest them into a physical reality. So, as you can see, I got a 3D printer running back there. It's creating some of my brand cup holsters. But today what we're going to be doing is laser engraving a pickle. Well, not a pickle. We're going to engrave a cucumber because I tried the pickle last night, and apparently wet things don't like to be engraved. So, science or something. So today we got a pickle, we got a cucumber, and we're going to engrave it. So I'm going to take you step by step through that process of how this is going to work, and we'll see what the final result is. All right, so the first step is going to be figuring out how to get the rotary tool to grab my cucumber. So I use this particular setup to grab the lemon for the Pokeball. So I'm going to put that in there and I'm going to tighten it down just a bit. And that should grab it enough to secure it. Perfect. So the next step is going to be to cut the cucumber in half. So that way I can secure it properly. We're not going to go half, just about right there. Now that we have the cucumber the proper size, go ahead and re-secure it. And then I'm going to use the support attachment right here. There we go. Now you just give it a little test, make sure it spins properly. Looking good. Okay. Now let's see if we can engrave a cucumber. Now that I got the cucumber on the rotary tool, I have to make sure that I got the laser focused just right. And I like to use one of these lab jacks, because then I could take advantage of the fact that this particular engraver has an open bottom. Then I can dial everything in, and it doesn't matter how big the project is. Okay, so now that I got that, give a little test, make sure we clear. Perfect. As you can see, got the laser on top. That tells me exactly where I need to be. So the really cool thing about my particular engraver is being able to choose where it is on the particular thing I'm engraving with a light that helps me see exactly where it is. So that square was cool, but now we can actually frame the shape of the face, kind of get it dialed in perfect. Okay. We're going to go ahead and make that just a little bigger. We're going to start about right there. I don't even think we're going to need to spin it at this point. So we're going to start with that. Process. Start. And let's go ahead and see what happens. Looks good to me. Alright, so from what I can tell, the outer skin on the cucumber comes off pretty easily, and since there's a lot of moisture inside, I could probably pump up that power, drop the speed a little bit, and get a little more contrast in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin it around, give myself one more little workspace to go with. I'm going to change those settings keep the same size. We're going to increase to 100% power and keep the same speed. See where that puts us. Also, as you can tell, this is using a blue diode laser setting. This machine could also go infrared. So before I put the full graphic on, I'm going to go ahead and try one run with the IR laser as well. That doesn't really do you any justice. Okay, so it looks like we got a lot more birding, so 100 is too much. We're going to do a run with the IR next and see what kind of color spectrum we get off of that. We're going to drop back down to 80, keeping 200 speed. And this should be a little easier to watch. And I can see the light bouncing off of it, so we're just going to go ahead and stop. So the IR is going to be a non-starter for that one. So we're going to switch back over to 100% power on the blue laser. We're going to increase the speed to 400. So doubling the speed. We should get a nice and clean result. Oh yeah, that's already looking a lot nicer. That was much better. See if we can go just a little faster though. So that last one was 400 at 100% power. Let's see, another 50%. We're going to move it at 600 millimeters a second. This should make it really quick. Let's go. Oh yeah. Okay. So now, this is a rotary tool. So let's see, because one of the things I'm noticing is there's a consistency with this patch right here being a little lighter. And I think it's because that's closer to the focal point. So let's go ahead. We're going to make him a little smaller and put him right here. And I'm going to switch over on my particular machine, my particular software, to a rotary setting. So we got it readjusted to be on a chuck roller with a cucumber diameter of, I didn't measure that. So the girth of this particular cucumber is 2 inches. We're going to switch that over to millimeters. Okay, that comes out to about 50 millimeters. So we're going to put a 50 millimeter diameter. And when we frame it up, you'll notice a difference in what happens here. It doesn't show the image, it's going to show a little line, and it's going to rotate it for me. So that's going to intersect with the other one. So we're going to shrink our image down quite a bit. And we're going to keep the same power, but it's going to go at 400. I'll frame it again. Okay, it's going to fit nicely right there. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to start the machine, and this time with a rotary chuck. as you can see, the color consistency is much more effective on a cylindrical object if you're using a rotary chalk. It's kind of cool watching it draw. And this is real time too. This isn't a time lapse or a step of pictures. So it's kind of cool to watch it draw. And there you have it. Compared to something in a similar setting, this was also 400 right here. But you see how it kind of starves a little bit over here? Whereas when it's able to rotate and keep focus, it's consistent all the way through. Alrighty, so the first test went really well. Got a couple little Rick heads on there. Got our winner right here. So we got those settings dialed in at about 100% power, 400 speed with rotation. So we'll go ahead and get the bigger cucumber half on there and get the final picture done. So while I wish I could have engraved a pickle, I think our cucumber came out great. So as you can see, perfect detail on there. Oh wow, look, there's a message for you. If you like this, then go ahead and subscribe. It'll really help me make more videos. Also, if you're a subscriber, you can request what you would like me to engrave next, or if there was anything you wanted me to build or something you wanted to learn. I'm a metal fabricator, and I do a little bit of novice 3D modeling, so that's kind of how I came up with my cup holster. So feel free to reach out. Check me out on Malistics.com. That's my website. You could buy my merch there and my products, or you could just see what I'm up to. I have a lot of different car projects and things that I've done in the past. A lot of my gallery is up there, so welcome to Malistics Designs. I look forward to making more of these.